It's a beautiful weekend. Welcome to the Dailies today, exclusively on Invicta 98.9 FM, Kaduna, Nigeria. Today is the 18th of April, 2026. Good morning. On this program, we bring you latest updates, breaking stories, and follow-up stories from previous stories that you may have heard yesterday and towards the end of the day as well, coming into this morning. And today we have the stories from the Punch newspaper. We have stories from the Leadership, Daily Post, the Guardian newspaper, and all of them carry very, very interesting headlines this morning. We're streaming live on Facebook on Invicta FM 98.9, so just go there, go drop your comments based on the headlines that would be read out. We're also streaming on YouTube on Invicta FM 98.9 online TV. That's on YouTube, Invicta 98.9 FM online TV. You just go watch us, subscribe, and drop comments and follow our other contents. You can follow us on TikTok and on X and on Facebook, where you can get very interesting stuff coming from the station, the multilingual station, the Victoria station, putting you on the Victoria side of life. Before we begin, we'll go on a commercial break, and when we return, we'll start to dish out the headlines this morning. My name is Joe Daniel. Let's go on that break. We will be right back.
Invicta FM is different from every other station you listen to in the town.
Invicta FM, we'll be right back.
The spread of misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech remains a serious threat to peaceful coexistence and social cohesion. False and unverified information, whether religious, political, ethnic, or tribal, can create tension, destroy trust, and trigger violence in our communities.
As responsible citizens, we all have a duty to protect peace. Before you share any message, pause, verify the source, fact-check the information, think critically about the content, and its possible consequences.
Do not allow yourself to be used to spread rumors, falsehood, or messages capable of causing division.
Peace grows when youth and women speak up. When communities choose dialogue, conflicts reduce. Truth builds peace. Lies destroy it.
Verify before you share. Say no to fake news and hate speech. Yes to peace, unity, and a stronger community. This message is brought to you by the Center for Democracy and Development.
Ready to run your money better? Download Bill Station now. iOS or Android Play Store, just search Bill Station or go straight online at billstation.com. Bill Station, no stress, just control.
Abokina wasa fa na yin kyau, ba na ga maka kulab ɗinmu ne zai yi nasara ba, amma baka yarda ba. Wai ko baka saurare na ne? Me kake tunani ne?
Abokina, ni fa tunani na ba anan yake ba. Ina tunanin ta yaya zan biya kuɗin makaranta. Gashi har yanzu ba komai a hannu. Gaskiya na gaji.
A'a, me zai hana ka samu rance tun da kai ma'aikaci ne? Ana ba da bashi har zuwa naira miliyan 5 ga ma'aikatan gwamnati, kuma ba tare da wani ya tsaya maka ba. Kawai kana iya kiran star 5120 hash yanzu na a wayarka. Zaka samu rancen a cikin mintuna 5.
Da gaske? Iye, ashe gaskiya ne. Gashi har sun turo mani alert. Sharp. Gaskiya, na gode.
Kana iya ziyartar ofishin Credit Direct wato Sharp da ke lamba 6 Yakubu Gawanwe, harabar bankin FCMB kusa da babban bankin Najeriya wato CBN a garin Kaduna. Ko ka kira lambar waya 0747472266. Akwai sharuɗa da ka'idoji.
How else would you like your weekend served? You want it calm? You want it groovy? Or you want it edgy?
Your weekend is finally here.
I don't know, hot like your meal, chilled like your drink, or victorious like us. Whatever you want, we serve it throughout the weekend. Invicta 98.9 FM.
What's the beauty of sameness? Show me the greatness in violence against the person who is not from your tribe.
You're making a terrible mistake.
Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. In the words of D.K. Chukwumerije, the bridge and the wall are both in the heart. Therefore, disease from any form of tribalism, let humanity be the first thing you see. Invicta 98.9 FM.
Welcome back from that commercial break, and let's go straight to reading out the headlines this morning. Starting with the Punch newspaper. From the Punch newspaper, 1,000 abducted Nigerians. Families beg as kidnappers go silent. 1,000 abducted Nigerians. Families beg as kidnappers go silent. Many families of kidnapped victims are living in despair as the relatives, predominantly women and children, continue to languish in various terrorist dens after being held hostage for several weeks or months. Petrol prices to crash as Strait of Hormuz reopens. Petrol prices to crash as Strait of Hormuz reopens. The reopening of the Strait of Hormuz following a ceasefire agreement in the Middle East is expected to calm global oil markets and ease petrol prices, but experts have warned that Nigerians may not see immediate relief at the pumps. INEC ends CVR's second phase, registers 3.7 million voters. INEC ends CVR's second phase, registers 3.7 million voters. The Independent National Electoral Commission has concluded the second phase of the nationwide continuous voter registration exercise, recording a total of 3,748,704 completed registrations across the country. Over 25 ambassador designates cleared by host countries, says federal government. Over 25 ambassador designates declared by host countries, says federal government. The federal government on Friday disclosed that of the 65 ambassador designates appointed by President Bola Tinubu, over 25 have secured their armament. The spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kimiebi Ebienfa, made the disclosure in Abuja while briefing journalists on current developments and Nigeria's diplomatic engagements. And talking sports, great news on the sporting side. Talking football, Onyeka secures EPL promotion with Coventry. Onyeka secures EPL promotion with Coventry. Super Eagles midfielder Frank Onyeka has secured promotion to the Premier League with Coventry City after the club ended a 25-year absence from England's top flight following a 1-1 draw against Blackburn Rovers on Friday, Punch Sports Extra reports. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Punch newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand.
It's time to be victorious.
From the Punch, we pick up the Leadership newspaper. And this one is the big bold headline on the Leadership newspaper. You should be scared of suffering Nigerians, ADC tells Tinubu. You should be scared of suffering Nigerians, ADC tells Tinubu. The African Democratic Congress has said President Bola Tinubu should be afraid of a major defeat in 2027 because he would be contested against millions of Nigerians who have faced unprecedented hardship under his government. Reconsider Matawale's appointment as minister, coalition tells Tinubu. Reconsider Matawale's appointment as minister, coalition tells Tinubu. The National Coalition Against Terrorism has enlisted support for a report by the United States lawmaker Kimberly Daniels urging President Bola Tinubu to review the appointment of Bello Matawale as Minister of State for Defense. The coalition questioned Matawale's continued stay in office and urged the president to remove him over the rising insecurity in the country. Nigeria must harness regional strengths to drive development, says Amadi. Nigeria must harness regional strengths to drive development, says Amadi. The think tank for sustainable development has called for a new approach to managing Nigeria's diversity through strengthened regional development initiatives that leverages the comparative advantages of each region. How to stop just killings, ex-IG Ehindero. How to stop just killings, says ex-IG Ehindero. A former Inspector General of Police, Sunday Ehindero, has advised the government on measures to end the recurring killings in Jos Plateau State. Ehindero, in an interview with leadership correspondent, noted that though security agencies were making efforts, they remained overstretched due to the growing security challenges across the country. From the sporting page of the leadership newspaper, Stamford Bridge, a tough test, says Carrick. Stamford Bridge, a tough test, says Carrick. Manchester United manager Michael Carrick has admitted that playing at Stamford Bridge remains one of the toughest challenges in English football as his team prepares for a crucial Premier League away fixture against Chelsea this weekend. The long-standing rivalry between Chelsea and Manchester United has often produced tightly contested matches, but recent history at Stamford Bridge has tilted heavily in the Blues' favour. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the leadership newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand.
Kana aiki kuma kana so ka ji sababbin labarai da yana faruwa a Najeriya, ka kunna rediyon ka kana ji Invicta 98.9 FM Kaduna.
From the leadership, we pick up the Daily Post newspaper. Awujale stool again. Police summon kingmakers over bribery allegations. Awujale stool again. Police summon kingmakers over bribery allegations. 9 Ijebu-Ode kingmakers have again been invited to appear at the Ogun State Police Command, Eleworo, Abeokuta, next week, Monday and Tuesday, over allegations of bribery and financial inducement during the selection process of the new Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebuland. Insecurity, Tinubu's government failing Igbo community in Abuja. Insecurity, Tinubu's government failing, says Igbo community in Abuja. Igbo residents in Abuja have stated that the government of President Bola Tinubu is failing daily in its duty of protecting Nigerians. The group, under the aegis of Igbo communities in Abuja, in a statement signed by its president and secretary general, Mr. Ikenna Ellis Ezenekwe and Mr. Chiwoke Manuel Ona, respectively, said Nigerians are killed every day right under Tinubu's watch. Still from the Daily Post newspaper, insecurity. Group decries interference by foreigners with no knowledge of Nigeria's challenges. Insecurity group decries interference by foreigners with no knowledge of Nigeria's challenges. A coalition of Nigerians in the United States has condemned recent remarks by the United States lawmaker Kimberly Daniels, describing her call for the removal of Bello Matawalle as ill-informed, externally influenced and injurious to Nigeria's sovereignty. And still from the Daily Post newspaper, religious traditional leaders risk blame if 2027 turns violent, says Show. Religious traditional leaders risk blame if 2027 turns violent, says Show. A public affairs commentator, Mahdi Show, has warned that religious and traditional leaders in Nigeria could be held responsible if the 2027 general elections turn violent. Show made this known in a post shared on his official X handle on Friday, where he criticized what he described as a growing involvement of clerics and royal fathers in partisan politics. And talking sports, Fernandes named in Scottish Premier Team of the season. Fernandes named in Scottish Premier Team of the season. Emmanuel Fernandes has been named in the Scottish Premier Team In the Scottish Premiership team of the season, Daily Post reports Fernandes was recognised by his fellow professionals for an outstanding campaign at the heart of the Rangers' defence. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Daily Post newspaper either online or you go to a newspaper stand. The last paper is the Guardian newspaper, and from the Guardian newspaper is the drug war. Marwa hails judiciary as NDLEA secures 974 convictions in 3 months. Drug war. Marwa hails judiciary as NDLEA secures 974 convictions in 3 months. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has secured the conviction of 974 offenders, including 11 drug kingpins who were sentenced a total of 254 years in prison in the first quarter of 2026. This was even as the Federal High Court in Abuja has sentenced a 76-year-old grandfather, Mr. Francis Omofe, to 40 years imprisonment for drug-related offenses. What Nigeria must do to defeat insecurity, says security experts. What Nigeria must do to defeat insecurity, says security experts. Following surge in terrorist attacks in Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu on November 26, 2025, declared a nationwide security emergency and ordered additional recruitment into the armed forces, with the police getting approval to recruit an additional 20,000 officers, bringing the total of new recruits into the force to 50,000. We are recording success in fight against banditry, says Governor Aliyu. We are recording success in fight against banditry, says Governor Aliyu. Governor Ahmed Aliyu has stated that his administration is gradually recording success in its fight against banditry and other forms of criminality in the state. He spoke on Thursday afternoon while declaring open the State Executive Council meeting held at the council chamber. Nigeria rejects fresh IMF bailout, insists reforms rebuilding economy. Nigeria rejects fresh IMF bailout, insists reforms rebuilding economy. Nigeria will not approach the International Monetary Fund for a bailout as war rages in the Middle East, which has pushed premium auto spirits beyond 1,300 naira per litre. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Waledu, stated this at the 2026 spring meeting of the World Bank and IMF in Washington, D.C., reiterated the government's conviction in the country's homegrown economic recovery strategy. And talking sports from the Guardian newspaper, Green Springs School pledges to produce more national under-17 players. Green Springs School pledges to produce more national under-17 players. Green Springs School has reaffirmed its commitment to producing players for the national youth teams from its yearly football camp, which the 12th edition is set to commence. Highlighting its growing impact in producing young talents now representing Nigeria at the international level, the school announced during the week that its football development program will hold from April 26 to May 1st, 2026. For these and other stories, you grab a copy of the Guardian newspaper, either online or you go to a newspaper stand. And let's quickly go on a short commercial break, and when we return, we start to pick up your calls, read your messages, and don't forget, when you get a chance to talk on air, keep your comments civil, and let's keep it 100 right here, and let's ensure that we do not go above board and strictly address the headlines that we read out this morning. Any headline outside the headlines would not be welcome. So let's go on that commercial break. We will be right back.
It's time to be victorious.
We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Are you serious? For real, are you serious?
Invicta FM.
Abokina, wasa fa na yin kyau. Ba na ga maka kulab ɗinmu ne zai yi nasara ba, amma baka yarda ba. Wai ko baka saurare na ne? Me kake tunani ne?
Abokina, ni fa tunani na ba anan yake ba. Ina tunanin ta yaya zan biya kuɗin makaranta. Gashi har yanzu ba komai a hannu. Gaskiya na gaji.
A'a, me zai hana ka samu rance tun da kai ma'aikaci ne? Ana ba da bashi har zuwa naira miliyan 5 ga ma'aikatan gwamnati. Kuma ba tare da wani ya tsaya maka ba. Kawai kana iya kiran star 5120 hash. Yanzu na a wayarka. Za ka samu rancen a cikin mintuna 5.
Da gaske? Iye, ashe gaskiya ne. Gashi har sun turo mani alert. Sharp sharp. Gaskiya, na gode.
Kana iya ziyartar ofishin Credit Direct wato Sharp Sharp da ke lamba 6 Yakubu Gawanwe, harabar bankin FCMB kusa da babban bankin Najeriya wato CBN a garin Kaduna. Ko ka kira lambar waya 0747 akwai sharuɗa da ka'idoji.
Yanzu lokaci ne na garabasar samun nasarar Indomie. Muna ƙara cin Indomie, muna ƙara samun nasara.
Kamar yaya?
Ku tara emtin ledojin Indomie noodles guda 10 mai gram 70 ko mai gram 120 wato super pack. Ku kai su cibiyar karɓar garabasar nasarar Indomie domin samun damar cin kyautar paketin Indomie mai gram 70.
Yawancin Indomie, yawan damar cin nasara. Domin ƙarin bayani ku biyo mu a shafin Indomie Arewa Facebook ko ku tuntuɓi cibiyar garabasar mafi kusa da ku. Indomie, ingantaccen abinci.
Domin nasara.
Mu je zuwa lokaci yayi da za ku inganta tafiyar da kuɗaɗenku. A sauke manhajar Bill Station na iPhone da na Android. Kada ku yi sakefa, hanzarta shiga shafin billstation.com. Ana iya biyan kuɗaɗen abubuwa daban-daban ko yin taransifa da sauran mu'amalar kuɗi duk a wuri ɗaya. Bill Station na sauƙaƙa tafiyar da kuɗi. Abokaina, lokaci kuɗi ne fa.
I been sit down for side, they look wetin politicians they do for my country. I can't begin vex with how them take the run things. From pack to loot and later tiff. The situation too vex me. I come decide to get my PVC to vote all of them out. After election, them still win again. This time, the matter come to vex me until when I realize say only me no fit to vote out bad leaders. I use vex, buy material, so agbada, come join politics. I tell myself, say, if I not fit to vote them out, I go there myself to change the situation of all Nigerians. But after I win election, Obanje enter my body. Me self come begin to tiff and pack money. Nigerians, now we they do ourselves. Good leadership, they start from homes. Train your children with good morals and values. And when them reach up there, if a political Ogbanje see them, it go run.
Welcome back from that commercial break, and now let's go straight to picking up your calls and reading messages based on the headlines that have been read out. And as a rule on the program, 2 minutes and 2 minutes only. And when you call, please turn down the volume of your radio set so that we can have a very good conversation this morning. So let's keep it simple, keep it 100, let's be constructive, and let's not get so insulting as well. Let's not be so insulting or profiling and saying things that we are uncertain about. So let's stick to those rules, and I think we'd have a good time right here. It's a weekend. It's still the Daily Sit Down in Invicta 98.9 FM. I'm your set man. My name is Job Daniel. The numbers to call are 081 4000989, 07087 800 081 4000989, 07087 800 989 is the number you call. Both numbers are available at the moment, so you can call both lines 081 4000989, 07087 800 989. You can send your messages on the live stream on Invicta FM 98.9. That's on Facebook. Invicta 98.9 FM online TV on YouTube. You can send your messages on the WhatsApp platform on 09098900989, 09098900989. So picking your calls now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Yes, good morning.
Happy weekend.
Wish you same.
Yeah, my name is Chief Arel.
Chief, go ahead.
Reconsider your stand about Minister on Matawale. You see, Matawale removal is overdue. I don't know why our leaders don't have the political will. Some time ago, Bello Tuji specifically mentioned Bello Matawale that he was their godfather, and he's still in government. It looks as if we don't learn from history. The former minister of Buhari, I have forgotten his name. The same thing was mentioned about him, that he was one of the terrorists, and he did confess that that time he was very young and he was very ignorant about terrorism. And Buhari still kept him in his cabinet. And it looked as if Tinubu is also towing that line. No wonder. When Bola Tinubu say you continue where Buhari stopped. You see, that is why we are having this type of terrorism in Nigeria. When you don't have the political will to fight them. My brother, some time ago, just of recent, 48 terrorists were named. I asked a pertinent question. Were they arrested before they were named? Was their access frozen? Were they restricted? Up till now, they are still working freely in Nigeria. And I expected federal government for them to put them behind them in prison now. But they are still dilly on it. And they are killing Nigerians. And that is why they should rise to the occasion and make sure that they leave it in the board. It is rather unfortunate that we are still living with terrorists.
All right, thank
those
you, Chief.
people who are supposed to be our gatekeepers, they are those people killing us in this country.
All right, Chief.
And the moment the enemy will rise to the occasion to make sure that we do the needful,
All right,
the better. On INEC,
All right, your time is
my
up.
brother,
Please. Your
they
time
said
is
they
up.
are.
Please.
Oh,
Thank you. Your
thank
2
you.
minutes
God
up.
bless.
Thank you. God bless you too. I know you have a lot to say, but others are standing by. Okay, picking calls.
Presenter.
Yes, your name and where are you calling from?
It's Tukunya from Gankota.
All right, Tukunya, go
I
ahead.
want to talk about from IMF. That Nigeria will not borrow money from IMF. You see, the problem of borrowing money is just to use it. Nigeria debt is not all that too much. When you consider that America is owing about $40 trillion, $1 trillion will give you 1,000 billion naira. So when you consider the problem here is let's borrow. Use it for infrastructural development, building companies, and that will employ people, that will enhance development. But the problem here we are having in this country is when they borrow it, they use it for recurrent expenditure. It is unfortunate. Matawale, I don't see the reason in the first place why they appoint him as a minister of defense. When he was a governor in Zamfara State, what did he do about insecurity? Does insecurity under his governorship did not thrive in Zamfara more than any other state? I don't know how I did that evaluating people they appoint at a ministerial appointment. But one thing I know for sure is that all of them knew themselves one by one before they removed PDP in power what they have done. And now they are compensating them. Matawale is sure to name most of them who are in government, who we know their name. Forget about the 43 names they publish. Those 43 names are fictitious. We challenge them to present them in public. We challenge them to arrest them and show the people the picture how they have handcuffed them. They are only chasing shadow. When they mean to fight insecurity, insecurity will go down.
All right, thank you very
But
much.
now they are not fighting insecurity.
All right,
They are
thank you.
just deceiving people.
All
And
right,
our
thank you.
military men are being killed.
Thank you so much.
American officers are being killed.
All right. All right, thank you very much. Your time is up. Let me read other messages from others so that others can be part of the program as well. All right, 081 40,989 07087 Who do I have on the line? Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
This is the man who never say bye-bye for the second time. Chief Franklin, as a main captain, I want.
All right, Chief Franklin, go ahead.
My brother, about Matawale, it's not only him. What about Minister of Power? Are we having light? There's no light. What about Minister of Petroleum? Which refinery Nigeria have? You don't even supposed to be Minister of Petroleum. You don't suppose. To just appoint people anyhow. Why can that man call himself Minister of Petroleum? No petroleum in Nigeria. Nigeria don't have refinery. It's only Dangote. Is it Dangote? Dangote is minister controlling him. It's the business of his own. That's why Dangote, anytime he want to increase his fuel, he increase it. Anytime he want to bring it down, he bring it. And he say that he's helping Nigeria. It's only Dangote refinery is working. No any Nigeria have almost 4 to 5 refineries, but none of them is working. And you have ministers. And you have some people that are working in refinery. They are collecting their due. They are paying them. They are collecting their salary. That's supposed to be like that. They borrow money and share it between themselves. What a shame. No single refinery is working in Nigeria. And they have ministers. Minister of Defense. You see, I myself, Chief Franklin doesn't make up 9-1. As far as I'm concerned, no any minister doing work. They are not doing anything. They are just attacking money. Look at their belly, their legs everywhere. Choked up.
All right, Chief, your time is up.
Good morning.
All right, thank you very much. And point of correction, you can't say that no ministers are working. They are working. So maybe you're not just seeing some part of it. But you're entitled to your opinion. All right, I missed this other call. 081 40099 07087 800 989 is the number that you call and be part of the program. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Jordana, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
This John Bosco calling from.
All right, John Bosco, go ahead.
1,000 kidnapped, family laments. How long do we continue in this way? The kidnappers are even silent. They are saying nothing to family. And the president is there. The minister for defense is there. The chief of army staff is there. All the security agents are there. And these people are crying for their beloved ones. With these heartless people in the bush saying nothing to them, what unfortunate government we have. Petrol price may crash down. We can't wait to see that day. It is a prayer that it will crash down very well. Not to the normal price we were even buying, but at least let it come down to 500 naira. Religious leader and traditional leader will be blamed if 2027 crisis. I don't understand why that man will make that comment. The politicians themselves that are causing problems here and there, he never say anything. He never tell them to correct their comments or when they are doing campaigning. He's pushing the blame in advance to religious leaders and traditional leaders. It's wrong. Let the politicians themselves do the right thing first. The religious leaders and traditional leaders are free to be politicians or to participate in politics the way they want. So let the politicians do the right thing at the right time.
All right, thank you very much.
Hello?
Okay, John Bosco, your time is up. Thank you.
All right.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let me read some few comments on Facebook. Hamza, Unique Hamza, good morning. Donamiko Wakili, good morning. Duza SB Kakura, he says, insecurity, Tinubu government is failing. Okay, says Igbo community in Abuja, the government has seriously failed in their primary assignment to protect lives and property. They are focusing on their re-election agenda. May God help our country to succeed. Ibrahim Mohammed Kedi says, fuel price may crash as the ceasefire begins between Iran and the United States, a welcome development. Nothing is worth enjoying than peace. God bless our dear country, Nigeria. This one is from Usman Isa Bilal. He says, you should be afraid of suffering Nigerians. That's the actual headline of suffering Nigerians. ADC tells Tinubu, this is the absolute truth. Politicians should not take the poor Nigerians for granted. These poor Nigerians elected them to power, and the same power is still with them to remove them from office. Again, the problem in Plateau State is for the people of Plateau State to accept and embrace each other, forget religious divide, and stop the tit-for-tat killings that would not bring lasting solutions to their crisis. Okay. Solomon Barrow says you should be scared of suffering Nigerians. ADC tells Tinubu, Tinubu should go and rest. Nigeria is not progressing under his watch. He shouldn't worry. Nigerians will count their ordeal on the APC during the 2027 general elections. Fortunately, Nigerians are aware of the bad governance, bad economy, high cost of living, corruption and insecurity. I will advise all APC aspirants they should not waste their money to contest. John Pinda, okay, good morning to you. Well, my birthday was last week, so it's a week today. Well, thank you anyway. Sadiki Samson, good morning to you from Nadia Adelu Adigbite. Says, I want to use this opportunity to remind our Nigerian government it is their duty to protect lives and property. The rate of kidnapping is getting worse day by day. Our security personnel need to wake up. God bless Nigeria. Stephen Joshua, good morning. Victor Adiba says, happy weekend. Okay, says, I know by the grace of God, Nigeria will be a great place for everyone. Dr. and Mrs. Mao Lebara from Owerri in Imo State. Every new day comes with heartbreaking news and not heart-mending ones. It was late Dim Odimegu Ojukwu who said, and I quote, leadership is a business for serious minds. We do not want leaders who are erratic, whimsical, and vindictive because they lack the maturity required for leadership. Then Austin Edomoso tells us that democracy in Nigeria is on clutches, standing on one leg. The system has been unsteady and in some instances adversely shaken to its foundation by various undemocratic forces in the country. Roland Yakubu, good morning. He says, thank God for Dangote. Joseph Umarogu says, my comment is about insecurity in Nigeria. The Igbos in Abuja have said it all. He says President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has failed to secure the lives of Nigerians. Okay, all right, thank you very much. Ayobami Bidemi, good morning. Vera Audi, good morning. And also Francis Namani, good morning. Easy Sabo Megunga. Okay, watching us all the way from Ofa in Kwara State. Please let the needful be done sharp. Please keep doing the good job. All right, thank you. Emmanuel James Dona, good morning. Young Gados, good morning. Says INEC recorded a good number of voters' registration in the second phase of the CVR exercise. It is a good one. We are hoping for free and fair elections come 2027. Okay, so let's go back to picking calls 081 40,000 989 070 800 989. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing?
Good. Your name and where you calling from?
This is Mike from Barnawa.
Mike, go ahead.
Fuel price may crash as Middle East war going down. I don't know why we must so concerned about this Middle East. Our own refineries are not working. Nothing is working in this country concerning our economy, in the economical aspect of things. If our refineries are working, have everything in this country that will not even allow us to look outside there for help. But we are not exactly the mover and shaker in the oil industry. What they want is what they are saying. They want to bring this thing even up to 7 naira per liter, but God will not allow them. They just want to continue suffering this country, regardless. But God is watching. We have nothing to be written home about and the economy of this country. The economy of this country has gone down to its lower ebb. Without power, without oil industry, any country you may think of is no country. You should be scared of suffering Nigeria. This is the case of pot calling, kettle call pot black. The majority of the ADC themselves, about 85% of ADC, the people who brought this country down to its lower ebb as we are now. So what are they talking about? They are not even better off than the APC they are talking of. They are APC before they now gather themselves together in ADCs. As they cluster themselves, they have nothing to offer this country.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you.
That is save this country.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so guys, if I let you continue, you want to talk and talk and talk. You've made your point, and let it slide, or let us let it lie there. All right, on WhatsApp. Okay, on YouTube. Okay, Alfred Oparachi. Okay, says glad to see Invicta on YouTube. Okay, thank you so very much. All right, you can also share to your other people to also follow, subscribe, and be part of the fun here. All right, Alfred Oparachi, thank you so very much. On the WhatsApp platform. This one is from. Now, this is lengthy. I cannot read all of this. All right, Comrade Joshua Danny Shire from Refinery Junction. Please try and let's keep it simple, concise, straight to the point, so that we can be able to just read through and read others. Okay, he says the fight to end insecurity by the government is facing a serious threat. He says government and all security agencies have tried their best to put an end to the insecurity and other criminal elements in our country. The security architecture is overstretched. Looking at the level of cooperation and the success recorded in the drive to safely in the drive to salvage Nigeria from this position. It says the recent graduates. I didn't take that story of repentant bandits to be reincorporated. I didn't take that headline. That's not part of my stories. All right, this one is from Samson from Lokoja Road. Says insecurity. Honestly, I still don't know why the president is still keeping Matawale as minister after being accused, and also adamant in providing a lasting solution to the issue, as Nigerians are dying every day. Nigeria will be great again. This one is from Ayuba from Rimi Kamazo, Kaduna. He says, all these things happening in our dear country will soon be a thing of the past by God's grace. Nigeria will be great again. This one is from Joel Matthew Gwaza from Gonugwoda. On the security sector, Our security sector is in jeopardy. Motawale, amongst others, should please explain to us what is happening. We are tired of living in fear on a daily basis. You can imagine our gallant troops, including generals, are now being killed like animals. What is really happening, for goodness sake? Family laments of 1,000 kidnapped victims. Something should be done fast. Petroleum pump price may be crashed down. We can't wait for that to happen. We are tired of the hardship due to the PMS pump price. This one is from Victor from Juji. Where are we going in this country? But with God, Nigeria must be great. Like in Today in Television, we are recording success in the fight against banditry. It's not true until killings stop completely. Well, Governor Aliyu is talking about his own state. He didn't mention the country. So please try to get that right. So Akin today, so he was talking about his state, not the entire country. He says on the ADC putting pressure to win 27 elections with heaven and earth and campaign promises. For me, I don't believe in the ADC to fix the country. This is how the APC started, with the heavy campaign promises. At the end, we are in trouble. And this one is from Pius Acha. How to stop just killings? If there is anything to do, okay, I think he's talking to the government. He says if there's anything that you should do it fast to stop the killings. And this one is from the Sheban. He says, is President Tinubu really remorseful of the hardships, sufferings under being of the sufferings by the electorates, if I may ask? In my opinion, his team are trying in tackling insecurities regardless. Since 2015, during the reign of the late president, if that is his concern, he would have to show concern. The truth, the insecurities diversifying. We pray the Lord would certainly intervene and rescue us all that are in the enclaves of insurgencies. Okay, thank you very much. Well, let's try to skip the flowery languages and let's keep it straight, simple, and concise. Habib Said led, good morning to you, and okay, do have a good weekend as well. I'll just pick one call and we call it wraps this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Felix Bagudu. I'm calling from Marabarido.
All right, Felix Bagudu,
Concerning the 1,000 adoption people, come in the people of Marabarido last week Sunday. They even come and kidnap some other people in Marabarido, over 4 on Sunday. Then on Monday again, they kidnap over 11 people in Marabarido. This thing is getting too much. The president has to do something, and even the governor of Kaduna State have to do something. The people of Marabarido are not sleeping. Throughout yesterday night, gunshot all over Marabarido. Like, this thing is getting too much. Let them come and help the people of Marabarido, because we are not sleeping now. It's getting too much, Joe Daniel. 11 people in Marabarido being abducted in bush.
Yeah, Felix, but the Marabarido issue is not part of my headlines, please.
Sir?
I said that's not part of my headlines, so please try to address the headlines.
I'm trying to tell you concerning we, even us, because that abduction of those people, including us too. You understand?
All right, thank you.
You've done it too much for us.
Okay.
Then concerning that for this thing, the fuel stuff is come a headache to this nation, because of our no people whereby we cannot be able to get a fuel at the rate of 1,300 naira. That is getting too much. That's my take this morning.
All right, thank you very much. With that, we call it wraps on the show this morning. Thanks to all those who took out time to listen, who woke up very early to wait for this program, and the program has come to a close. Those that called in and made contributions, duly noted. Everybody is saying let the government do the needful, and the prayers has been constant. One thing I've picked from all the comments that I've read, and the ones that I have not been able to read, is that Nigeria will be great again. And that should be our watchword, and that should be our patriotic statement every day. because we can't do it on our own. So it means that we need to put God first, and then let's put our country next. The program makes a return tomorrow at exactly 6 a.m. Number 3 standing by for SK Beats. Beautiful programs that will come to you this beautiful Saturday morning. It's a weekend. My name is Job Daniel, urging you to always say God bless Nigeria. And do have a beautiful and a wonderful weekend.
Thank you for participating in the program The Dailies today. The thoughts and opinions stated by our various contributors on this program of Invicta 98.9 FM radio, its website, and or its other social media platforms do not reflect the thoughts and or opinions of the station. Listeners are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusions for a better Nigeria. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind and not misconstruing the headlines. Invicta FM, together we are victorious.
Invicta 98.9 FM.
Tired of stress when paying bills?
Yeah, boy.
With Bill Station, everything clicks in seconds. Pay bills, transfer money, stay in control. Anytime, anywhere. Simple, fast, secure. Bill Station. Your money, your station.